Alright everybody, I'm going to put together another video here. I'm going to run through a few things that I've ran into that have caused me problems with the Haint, and try to explain the tongue flutter a little better. But I guess first off, what I hear the most from people will be rolling the tongue opposed to the flutter. And everybody asks, what's the difference between the rolling and the flutter? The rolling is if you've taken Spanish class or anything like that in high school, and you're saying your R's, so it's more of a it's a rolling of your tongue. The flutter is basically the same action, but I'm pushing my tongue to the front of my teeth, or I'm sorry, pushing my tongue to the back of my teeth and opening my teeth slightly. So technically my tongue will flutter through my teeth and hit the roof of my mouth. So another thing is, when you know you're doing it right, it feels like your whole head's shaking. So the flutter, when you're rolling your tongue, it doesn't really do that. When you flutter your tongue, your whole head's going to shake. It feels like it's a crazy feeling, but it feels like your whole head's shaking. So I'm going to demonstrate them through the call, the rolling, and then the flutter. So rolling will sound like this. So I'm not doing anything different there than I would when I flutter my tongue, except that I'm rolling it. Now I'm going to demonstrate me fluttering my tongue. All I'm doing again is pushing my tongue behind my teeth, kind of putting a little pressure on it and opening my teeth a little bit. It's pretty much the same thing, and then you can tell the difference. So it's so that is the only difference that me personally that I can see that I'm doing any different. Just pushing my tongue to the back of my teeth, opening my teeth a little bit, and my tongue will flutter through that. So I had a lot of questions, about does your tongue go through your teeth? Does your tongue stay behind your teeth? Basically, what I wanted you to try to get down is to close your teeth and press your tongue behind it. It's going to get the flutter for you when you force air through it. So basically, with my teeth closed, and it's hard to do it with it open, but with my teeth closed, it's going to give me the flutter still. But I'm going to try to do it and then open my teeth. So if I start out like that and then slowly open it, it should slow your flutter down some and also make the flutter a little better. So another thing is, I found that, and I don't do it a lot when I'm calling, but when I puff my cheeks up with air, it helps me get the flutter a little better. So I'll try to do that while I'm doing, but again, just pushing my tongue behind my teeth and forcing air through over my tongue, making it flutter, and trying to force it through my teeth. So it's, now when I open my teeth, it's, see right there, it's a little fast, but when I open my teeth, it'll slow it down. So my teeth closed, and then my teeth open. So you barely open it though. Don't open it a lot. You don't have to have a lot of space in between there. But that's the difference between the rolling and the flutter. Rolling is going to be flutter is pushing that same action towards the front of my teeth. Sorry, pushing my tongue towards the back of my teeth. And if you want to, you can start out with your teeth closed to try to see if it'll help you get it down. But when you do the call, try to open your teeth a little bit. And even doing it in the call, you can hear the difference. So I'm going to transition from my teeth closed to my teeth open, and you can hear the sound difference. So this is, I'm going to start out with my teeth closed and transition. I'm going to open them slowly. So it's like this. So that's all I'm doing is open my teeth a little bit, and it'll slow that flutter down a little bit. In my case, it does. So I'm hoping it'll help you guys out there too. So just open your teeth just a little bit. But Another thing I've ran into that's caused me an issue is trying to use pressurized air. So it will squill out on you. So for example, when I first got it, I was used to trying to blow a duck call, and I tried to blow it the same way, and I tried to force the gobble instead of just letting it happen. But I'm gonna try it. I haven't tried it in a while, but when I try to use pressurized air and blow too hard, it is gonna squill. So like that. So if you're blowing too hard or pressurized air, the call's basically gonna lock up. So you just want to use that free air, blowing up a balloon, and just blow. It's gonna sound like a party horn when you start, or kind of like a horn, but that's all you gotta have. Just that amount of air. And I know I'm going back over some of the same things as some of my other videos, but I wanted to put it all together in one video. So again, don't blow pressurized air. That's going to make it, in my case, makes it lock up, makes it squill out. So just a steady stream of air is all you need air-wise. One other issue is I see a lot of people who have their hands really, really tight. So it just doesn't give me the sound I think that it should be. So, and I even will open my hands some. Sometimes I won't even close them all the way. So I'll just hold them close together. But if you have smaller hands, you may be making the cup and it's still real tight, and it may not have that deeper sound. So try holding your hands apart just a little bit to see if that helps, even with the deeper sound of the gobble. So I'm going to demonstrate that, blowing it with my hands real tight, and then open it up and actually not even touching each other with my sound chamber. So what it is, real tight. But if I open my hands up a little bit, so you can hear the difference, and it actually may even sound a little bit. It actually may even sound a little bit deeper with your hands all the way closed, but you don't want them tight. Like you don't want them tight at all. So I mean, I'm demonstrating it again. This is with it pretty tight. But again, I like the open hands and sometimes not even touching. So those are the things that have given me the most trouble when I first started it. Was blowing pressurized air instead of free air, and not getting my hands right, or cupping my hands, or making the cup big enough. But I will say the main thing that I hear people doing when they send me a sound file or a video, or other people on YouTube, is they're rolling their tongue. So the tongue is just too fast. So again, I'm going to demonstrate that. This is rolling. I hear that a lot, and even you can flutter your tongue too fast, and it may sound the same thing. It doesn't sound quite as bad, but again, with my teeth open, it's going to slow it down. There is one other way that you've probably seen on the videos on YouTube and places like that to blow the call. It's using the feed call method of a duck call. So in my opinion, it still sounds good, but it takes a lot of air, for me anyway, to get it to sound right. And I'll demonstrate that. So again, doing it this way is just using the tick method, and real fast. But like I said, to me it takes a lot of air to produce a gobble. But I'll demonstrate that for you. So. But it gets me out of breath, especially when you're set up on one of those gobblers. You don't want to run out of air too quick. So it sounds good, sounds just as good to me. But I just like the free air. So you don't have to think as much about what you're doing, blowing the call, making sure you're doing it fast enough, slow enough. Just blow the air and flutter your tongue, and but but again, those are some of the things that I've ran across that's helped me. And just to reiterate, blowing the free air, making sure you get this sound, this tone, and then pushing my tongue to the front, to behind my teeth, and opening my teeth just a little bit, which sounds like this. I'm going to transition from my teeth closed to my teeth open slightly, and you'll hear the sound difference. As you can hear, I tried to blow pressurized air and it squealed. But my teeth closed to my teeth open. So I'm basically just dropping my lower jaw just a little bit to get it to open my jaw, open my teeth, and flutter the tongue through the teeth. So, and last thing is going to be the hands. Make a big sound chamber. Try to get a bigger sound chamber, big as you can. Even if you have to space them out a little bit, open them up. Try that. But I mean, you can close your hands, and in most cases, I will close them, but I don't close them tight. I don't want it tight at all. So, just most cases, like I said, this is basically how I blow it. But other than that, those are the main things that have given me trouble, and then I see that may be causing other people trouble. But again, just take your time, take it in steps. Get the tone down, get the flutter down, and then bring your hands into it. So that was another mistake I made. I pulled the call out of the pack, and I immediately was thinking, well, I want to blow it right now. No matter what it takes, I want to try to blow it. Well, I got a little frustrated with it, so I set it down for a couple of days, picked it back up, and it was just like everything clicked. So if you are getting a little frustrated with it, don't overthink it and set it down for a day or so. Let it a whole day go by, and then pick it back up, try it again. If you're driving in your car, driving to work, wherever, practice the flutter, of your tongue. You can do that without using the call. Close your teeth, get the flutter down, then drop your jaw just to open your teeth a little bit. So that's something you can practice anywhere. And that's what I did when I got frustrated. Practice the flutter, and then pick the call up a couple days later, and it started sounding better. So then I built off of that and just worked with the call more because I had the flutter down. But those are the tips I would give you. Please, like I said, email me. I'd be glad to help any of you out. Time constraints. Sometimes I'm at work. Sometimes I can't get back to you right away. So I generally try to answer all my emails or comments on the videos within about 2 to 3 days. So if it takes me a couple days, I'll get back with you. But just shoot me some emails, and I'll be glad to try to help all I can. Thanks for watching.